So I use this arcade stick that is it's basically a PlayStation 2 controller on the inside. Here's the analog button, turn the analog on and off. It doesn't have the analog sticks anymore. I just use it as an arcade stick basically. The point of it designed this way is I typically use a PlayStation 2 controller into this PlayStation 2 to USB adapter, and in order to save myself from having to change configurations if I wanted to use an arcade stick, it's basically a PlayStation 2 controller that's set up the way I would want it to, so that I think this is like X square. Basically, I believe these last two buttons are L1 and R1, so that it kind of uses the same flow that my setup, the way I have my PlayStation 2 controller set up in the RetroArch and everything. So if I just want to, use an arcade stick, I'll just literally unplug the PlayStation 2 controller, plug this in, and it works fine. Well, it should work fine. I had to actually fix something. There's a resistor you need to, on the original controller, the button membrane has a resistor on it, that you had to install a different resistor into this thing to get it to work. And I think what happened was, when I used the hot glue to make like a stress relief, it was like totally encasing this little 0 ohm resistor that they use as a jumper between 2 points in the board, and I believe it had cracked at a certain point because the solder still looked good on the connection to the resistor I made. I'm pretty sure just using a glob of hot glue on it, maybe the board had flexed at a certain point, and somehow that glob around the surface mount resistor wound up cracking the connection on the board, and then this wouldn't work anymore. It would just be randomly hitting buttons. When that resistor's not present, it just randomly hits buttons and does weird stuff.
So there's the resistor. It's in its giant glob of hot glue hiding in the middle there. You can see that it really tore the pads like clean off the board. It's really ugly looking there. That's too much hot glue. If I had heated the hot glue and removed most of it, it probably would have made the process a lot cleaner. So there's the basically I used a knife to scrape off the traces. Fortunately, they were really big traces there, so it was really easy to kind of do. And after I scraped it off, I cleaned it up, put flux down, and used these tiny little 30 gauge wires to connect to the resistor lead that was still left, basically making a 0 ohm resistor, which is basically no resistance at all, and then a 2.2 k ohm resistor. It's based on a recommendation of somebody on the internet to use that and use this design, connecting it there.
So there's the new fix. I know it's ugly with all the hot glue, but when you're modifying something that was a tiny little controller into a big arcade stick, you might have to add some extra stress relief and stuff like that, just in case something gets moved around more than it typically would have in a controller. So instead of putting it on the contact points, I just put it, beyond there, so any stress from over here will, wind up getting alleviated from that glob of hot glue there. And then I put some hot glue on that spot, actually, just as insulation in case something wants to touch. That should work pretty good. I've seen people use like a 2-part epoxy for that, and that's probably even better, but obviously more expensive and probably a nightmare to get off. So at least the hot glue you can melt. That's what I should have done, was melted it up and got most of it away instead of just breaking that whole glob off. I wanted to mention while I had this thing open, the red buttons I have in here came with these micro switches. They're actually still up in these top buttons. They're much harder to push in than these. These are so much easier, lighter action. These take like 3 times as much to press. These suck for actual arcade games. These are out of my old X-Arcade tank stick These work pretty good. I like those. The one in the joystick is a little heavier. Maybe not quite as heavy as these, but more on those lines. But I feel like that's nicer in the joystick. I just kind of cut this hole here if I want to switch it to 8-way. Right now it's in 4-way, so it's good for like Donkey Kong and all those old games that don't use diagonals. But if you want the 8-way, you know, right now it's going to move like a diamond. It won't go across the bottom, it just goes to like down and then across to left. Switch it to 8-way and it'll go across the bottom like for diagonals.